Turning to trade, South Korea recorded a healthy current account surplus in June. Not as big as a year earlier, though. Kim Hae-sung has the data from the nation's central bank.
South Korea's current account surplus hit $7.4 billion in June to mark 76 straight months in the black. But the current account surplus for the first half of this year as a whole dropped nearly 17% on year to $29.6 billion, the lowest figure in 6 years.
The goods account surplus in the first half of this year shrank from last year's $56.9 billion to $55.7 billion, as the value of imports rose faster than exports because of higher oil prices.
Exports of goods in the first half of this year rose 8.8% on year on the back of semiconductors and machinery. But goods imports rose by a bigger margin of 11.5% on rising global oil prices, which went up by $16 a barrel compared to the first half of last year. The service account deficit hit $2.45 billion in June. In the first half of this year, the service account deficit widened from last year's $15.4 billion to $15.9 billion. The bank attributed the rise to sluggish domestic shipping industry and a bigger deficit in the travel account. The travel account deficit hit $8.5 billion, marking the second largest half-yearly loss following a record high tally in the second half of 2017. This came mainly as the number of domestic departures outpaced the number of foreign arrivals. The financial account, which shows capital outflows and inflows, recorded a surplus of $4.7 billion in June and $24 billion for the first half of this year, both down from the same period last year as Korean companies increased their investment abroad and their dividend payments. Kim Hae-sung, Arirang News.